a lot of space for sniping and quite limited cover with the big spikes. 2v2 version of the map is a bit more detailed. It's got a few more objects in the middle. The bridges can be quite troublesome to get in the way that go between the two mountains. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the center area, there are a lot of bridges, and every pilot knows those are sometimes hard to avoid. And they hurt a lot.
So for the first ship, for the Storm Brothers, we have a Mobula piloted by Finks, has a top deck Hades. On the wings, the starboard side Flamer, port side Artemis, lower deck port side Carronade, starboard side Artemis. In the second ship, for the Storm Brothers, we have a Quatchfish with dual Gatling, piloted by Baron Cavendish.
And already some shots going down here, but I'm continuing with the squid on the other side, piloted by Mighty Cap. It's a Gatling Banshee squid with an aft carronade. And the other ship, Team Predators, is a Mobula, another Mobula with top Hades, wings, Artemis, and carronade on the hull, and Flamer on the top balloon side.
Looking at the map here, we can see the blue team are starting to split up, with the Green Dream, which is piloted by Keb, the squid, is going around the side to try and flank the Storm Brothers.
Yeah, the typical old school Glow of the Thrones tactics here.
I think it's going to be very effective. I don't think the squid's been seen yet.
And I hear the spots are going down, but squid is...
put some pressure on.
Squid is coming behind the Mobula. He's a really good arc. And there is the first hull break. Let's see how...
Here's the focus fire. Ooh, a lot of damage coming in. There's the Banshee.
Actually, a lot of Banshee goes into balloon though. But that's maybe enough for the other Mobula to get the advantage over the sandwich.
He managed to fend off the squid from killing the sandwich. And now it's just duking out between the two Mobulas. They're still using the long-range guns even though they're quite close. Here we go, someone just gone down. Was that the squid that killed him?
Nice focus fire by the team.
Off.
Team Predators will replicate. The destruction of the squid coming behind was enough to make the goldfish turn around, give an advantage over the other Mobula, and then squid went back in and killed the Mobula.
Slugger now backing up into the red spawn, hoping for its ally to come back in. The sandwich spawns in right behind. He's ready to engage in a second. Hopefully, the Slugger manages to get away before. Is the Scale pursuing as well?
Nice long range.
No, the Scale is staying quite far back from the Team Predators. Interesting. Greasy Dreams seems to be chasing it alone.
Maybe some miscommunication here?
Maybe he's trying to draw out the red team. Or perhaps he was checking to see if the Mobula spawned into the east.
Goldfish took a lot of damage here during the squid chase. Only the squid was shooting it. And the buffed Banshee, greased Banshee, proved to be very effective.
And here comes focus fire against the Mobula.
Oh, the hammer attack going right.
Armor down on the sandwich. There's Hades very accurate on the Scale, punishing quite a lot.
Shout out to Dark Shade, gunner of the Scale.
Ooh, nice disable from the soul grinder there on the squid. All the engines are gone, and the side Banshee. Sandwich returning fire. Don't know if it'll be enough to stop the engineers shooting back though. I've got a feeling
which might go down here.
A few Artemis will take it. Ooh, hardly any hull left at all. A desperate watch and Soul Grinder trying to give some support.
Yes, the chem spray drop, but one more shot will finish off the sandwich.
Burning Hydrogen to try and dodge those few Hades. Manages to do it.
Nice disable, but the squid has the blind side of the goldfish. The sandwich is trying to support against the squid now. sitting at a sliver of health here.
Now the sandwich has a lot of advantage on the scale, being able to shoot down with the Hades on top. If they put enough pressure on quick enough, they might be able to stop the... Unless the Gatling gets them, Squid might kill them just with the Gatling here. Ooh, armor break on the scale.
They knew how low the sandwich were. I think
the sandwich guy dies here to the
Yeah.
Gatling. There we go.
the goldfish not mobile enough to catch up with the squid with hydrogen and a buff balloon and also shoot vent. Playing the vertical game very, very well.
Here's some heavy focus fire. I wonder if he manages to get some permanent damage before he's taken down. He looks
So,
unlikely though. The front one's down,
yes,
everything's down. Oh no, bad spawn from the Mobula. Very risky spawn. Ah, but it is enough to distract the squid. He's backed off from the goldfish.
I think the squid is going for another round on against Mobula here. The goldfish is too low to support.
Ooh, massive damage coming on the sandwich again. If the focus fire too much, squid out maneuvering them. Very nice piloting and positioning from Mighty Keb there.
Also the blue Mobula holding a very good defensive position, keeping both enemies front and
Very
tanking.
commanding.
Right, the goldfish will go down here. Let's see if the Storm Brothers can come back from this 0-4.
What do you think they need to do to be able to have a chance of coming back here already?
I think the Mobula is not allowed to ignore the squid, because the goldfish is not able to fully disable the squid. Maybe the Mobula should even just go for the squid while the goldfish can try going for the Mobula. But the goldfish doesn't have a cannonade, so it makes it quite hard to fight the Mobula.
Yeah. I think even it doesn't have a flamethrower, it's double Gatling on the soul grinder here. I think perhaps a flamethrower might be very useful in the relays, just because it has a devastating effect on the Mobula if the chem spray is ever down.
It's just checking the ammunition here, grease for the side Gatlings on the goldfish. Probably both teams know where each other are, but the Team Predators are reversing and trying to set up a near flank.
They basically forced them to spawn in the top northeast corner there, just by their position. Really commanding use of the map. Choosing where the battle should be, just north of the red spawn, stopping them from being able to split up and flank them in return.
Here's the same thing again, the blue Mobula, the scale, gives the spots for the squid. Staying at long range, so it doesn't take too much damage, while the squid can sneak up from behind. Let's see if someone is looking behind.
If the Stormbird is pushed forward here, I think they've managed to be able to get the kill on the Mobula quick enough before the squid can come in. But if they sit where they are, the squid's going to be able to flank them and should take them out. Just what the Keb's got in mind, I think, here. Yeah, the squid's starting to move in on them.
Here comes the squid, no spots, exactly. Everyone too busy looking front.
Still no spots. Oh dear.
More down with the mallet repairing.
Quite a lot of damage coming from the Banshee on the goldfish though, wow, goodness me.
Nice Banshee, buff
Nearly
Banshee.
half the whole health, that buff Banshee ripping them apart.
This might be the game here.
They're still ignoring the squid, still.
The goldfish lost one turning engine, so it's really hard time to turn around against the squid. Might just die here.
Ooh, 3 more Banshees needed. And they're gone. The Skell also turning very nice long range Hades there again. Very accurate, supporting his friend over there.
Squid deciding to bail
Ooh,
out.
change target. This is strange.
I think he
This
could have
is-
killed it, but it wants to
Ooh,
save his
no.
ally.
Big mistake there from the change of focus by. Now the squid's left alone with the two Storm Brothers ships. Do you think he'll be able to escape?
Yes, it will escape.
If he
Has
just
all
kept
engines.
pounding on the Soul Granite, they'd have been able to finish the game. I guess they're too worried about the Mobbit dying.
Yeah, and I think pretty good target selection by the scale, shooting this goldfish and ignoring a little bit the Moppler for the last kill.
Mm.
But the squid unfortunately changed focus to the Moppler instead of keep killing the goldfish. But still, they only got one kill, and the goldfish is so
Skull
low.
spawns in next to the Greasy Dream.
At this point, the goldfish dies to an Artemis, I guess.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna happen.
Here comes the Greasy Dreams behind the goldfish. Gatling is in arc.
They can't ignore this bit. This is it again.
And she
just finishes the game.
well played by
Very
Team
commanding
Predators.
victory there from the Team Predators.
Okay, we're going into match 2 now between those teams, and
A long range kind of almost sniping game in the south. There's a lot of open space. And in the north, there's very dense canyons, which are good for setting up an ambush. But it's not so cluttered. That terrain is much of an issue, like it is in the Imperator Rumble. There's a bit more space to maneuver. But there's a lot of opportunity to lose your opponent, and sometimes you find yourself circling around the map looking for each other. Hopefully that won't happen today.
both teams looks to be, or both tactics are very aggressive in general. So I don't think we have a lot of circling around.
Looking at the map,
You want to
Storm
tell
Brothers
the
are both
loadouts
heading
first?
south forwards. Oh yeah.
Before we start with the loadouts, Alien is getting a sandwich.
Alien's getting a sandwich, okay.
Alien is our referee. Where we
Alright,
brought
let's go ahead
information.
with the loadouts very fast.
Oh, are we paused? Okay.
No, let's go.
For the Storm Brothers, they have a Watcherfish piloted by Finks with starboard side Gatling, port side Carronade. The second ship is a Mobula with top deck Hades. On the wings, double Artemis. On the lower deck, starboard side Gatling, port side Morsa.
On the Team Predators, we have Mighty Cap in his Carrot Pyramidian. Is it Carrot Pyramidian? Yeah, Artemis, Carronade, Side, Flamer, and Flare. I wanna just tell the crew members as well, Hunter on the Artemis, New Blood on the Carronade, and Winter Dash on the main deck. And then we have the Mopula as his ally, piloted by only Skeleton. It's the same Mopula from the game before, Meta Mopula, kind of. Artemis wings, Carronade lower deck, house side, Flamer, top deck balloon side with Hades top. Gunner, Dark Shade on the hull, Consti Grey, and Goros on the balloon side. Looks like we already have some spots here. What do you think is going to happen?
You was the compass in the score, and I was the ship information, so no kill feed.
There's no kill feed at the moment, what?
Every time someone disables it, they have been unable to enable it again. I don't know how to do it though.
I don't know what the problem is.
I cannot enable a kill feed.
Yeah, but currently nothing is destroyed, so you can't see it.
Well, what if something gets destroyed?
I will
What do
tell
we
you.
do?
And then you enable it.
Okay. Now, how to enable it?
Just press I or U. If you press I and the ship stats go away, then you need to press U for kill feed.
But use the compass in the score. And they don't show kill feed.
Ah,
Even
that's
Alien
weird.
says so.
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah, but how I disable it because I pressed send, but send is not bound to anything on my keyboard. And whenever we press it, nothing happened. I don't know. It's weird.
Looks like we have a standoff kind of here.
Yeah. Stormtroopers are trying to push forward, but the Glaswegian Kiss is sending up flares, basically revealing where they are, so they can't push to the center of the canyons here. Very good use of flares, just zoning them out. They don't want to risk coming in completely in the open to avoid the Mobular hammering them with the long range. So it looks like the red team are backing off into the canyons to try and reposition. Or just wait for
The red team seems just to wait it out for blue team to go into the canyon.
both teams playing very defensively. Now, I don't know about you, but in my experience, it tends to be the aggressive team in these kind of situations that gets the payoff. What do you think, Lewis?
Yes, but I don't know if they charged through the middle here. I'm not sure if the Raja will stay up on the goldfish because of the huge disabled potential. We have 3 Artemis and a Carronade combined on those 2 ships, on those blue ships.
It looks like the Team Predators are going to take the initiative here. They're starting to move to the west of the canyons now. Just the Pyramidion though, not the Mobular. The Mobular is still holding ground. They're hoping the Storm Brothers are going to come through the middle.
I think red team, the Storm Brothers, showing much respect here by playing very defensively. In how the last match went, it was pretty one-sided. They're trying to play defensively now. There goes the spot here.
Pyramidian's all alone now. I mean, the Mobular can support, but very limited with that big rock in the way. Spot's going down on the Storm Brothers. Goldfish has been seen.
Do you think they saw the Pyramidion? Because the spot was coming down from the Mobular, I think.
I know, I don't think they've seen the Pyramidion yet. I think the Pyramidian's still hidden from the Storm Brothers.
And this time on the battering ram we don't have heavy clip on the Havacha. Last match on the Brotherhood ship we had heavy clip and
Battering ram taking his nose out. Very risky positioning here. And the Glaswegian Kiss has given away his position by firing the Artemis. That's a mistake in my opinion. I think it may be better waiting for the red team to extend further into the open space before coming around the corner.
Exterminators doesn't want to engage for some reason though. Just waiting for the Pyramidion, I guess.
Now here he comes, he's charging forward. He's trying to counter-flank on the Pyramidion.
Dangerous in how slow the Mobular turns.
The scout is trying to go over the top of the canyons to take a look, so he can get a spot on the Mobular. They don't know where the Mobular is. The Mobular is positioning himself
spotted, unfortunately.
around to the top of the pier. The pier is all alone. If the red team push here, it could be very successful. Oh, they're turning back to firefight over the top of the canyon.
Here goes Havacha, but not quite disabled. There we go. The front gun seems to be disabled now, and here comes the Gatling. And everything came straight on
the... is going into support as well. Pyramidian's all alone. Very dangerous situation here for the Glaswegian Kiss.
Using the vertical mobility though.
Oh, he manages to get away.
Dodge those shots. Nice piloting here by
very good piloting.
Mighty Cap. And here's the Mobular back into support. The high ground against the Storm Brother Mobular.
Focus fire going out from the scout.
I think my kill feed is disabled too. Maybe it's a bug
Mine is also
disabled.
Okay,
yeah,
it's a
just
bug.
said the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, well. Let's blame Alien for not having kill feed because he created a lot.
Okay.
Glaswegian Kiss, slightly overextending here.
I think he's going for a run on the Mobular.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's very risky though.
Mobular losing his balloon is behind the building.
Just low.
Behind the nice ramp.
Can they rebuild the Watcher in time?
I think he can't drop fast enough. He missed the ramp for some reason. What happened?
He hit the mountain.
Completely disabled now.
But ignoring the blue Mobular here. 3 shots for the scale on the Exterminators.
In this situation, I think they have to just try and get the kill as quick as possible on the Pyramidion.
They have really difficulties catching up with the vertical play by the Pyramidion.
Yeah. Disable the Pyramidion now. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. The Mobular goes down to the focus fire there.
Yeah, I think the Glaswegian even got the kill with Artemis.
The battering ram's in a tricky position here because although he's able to duck into cover, he's in the south side of the map, and his ally can only spawn in the north. So it's very difficult to regroup in this situation if the blue team decides to chase.
Some fire stacks on the blue mobler. I'm wondering where they came from. Maybe some incendiary Gatling from the battering ram. Since both engineers on that ship have incendiaries. I think the engagement started quite good for the Storm Brothers, but the Blue Pyramidion just outplayed them a little bit until the Blue Mobler came in and supported.
Yeah.
Excellent skilled play over here.
Red team hanging around now in the Valley of Death, which is the eastern passage on this map. Very risky place to be if you're a mobular.
Any ship against Carronades.
Yeah.
Dangerous assumption that the blue team is still in the same place. Comes the spot.
I'm not sure why the battering ram's choosing to stay there. We're going for a flank, I guess.
I wonder who got the spot on the... Do you think the Exterminators got a spot on the scale?
Yeah, it must be. The goldfish can't see them from where it was.
Some old school gents spotting techniques through the clouds. Looks like the Norwegian kiss flared themselves.
It's a big risk on this map. It happens all the time to me. You these a few clouds in the center that move. It can be hard to judge where they are.
Venom is going for a wide flank here, I think.
Or is he going all around? There he is.
I mean, they know the positions of both blue ships now.
Did they see the Pyramidion?
Yeah, the Pyramidion was spotted. And blue team smells something in the air and backing up here, deeper into their own spawn. This is quite the opposite to the previous match when blue team was always taking the initiative, flanking. This time they let the red team, the Storm Brothers, engage first.
My battering ram's choosing to come in now. They think the blue ships haven't moved, but unfortunately for the battering ram they have. And so if he comes out now, they'll be able to see him from the side, which will not go in his favour.
I think he's experienced enough to just go slowly forward. Actually, from this position, it should be able to see the Pyramidion. Let me check. Yeah, it is able to see the Pyramidion, and it's spotted now.
Yeah. They have been counter-spotted though. The blue team knows where the battering ram is. And they're turning for him quite well.
And Exterminator's
this is
spotted now.
Exterminator's chance. Taking the first shots on the Mobula, but the Pyramidion's about to come and engage as well. The battering ram
is too far. Yeah, the
Exterminator needs to back up. Oh, it's going underneath the carronade arc there. Very nice pilot.
Dangerous.
Oh, too much damage though. It's taking a lot.
Really goes into the
goldfish coming in. The goldfish turning to the Mobula now. Or is it just like, oh, they're focusing on the Pyramidions. It's like Gatling on the Pyramidion.
But here comes Sarvata Disable. Not quite yet, but I think it's pretty damaged. Sarvata on half health.
Lost his balloon, going right to the floor. Very slow in the balloon repair there.
But I'm able to keep up Tavacha. It's on full health again. Using the carronade against the Pyramidion here. I think he's trying to maneuver to the scale to give fire support with the Gatling and then Tavacha.
It might pay off.
Here's the armor break, here's the armor. There's the mortar, there's the mortar
Ooh,
from the
big damage
Xylonis.
from me. Goodness
Nice
me.
timing.
Quick change of events there. I thought the red team had it for a second.
The disabled ship, the Pyramidion, not quite enough to take out the goldfish, preventing the goldfish to support the other Mobula. And here we have a 2-on-1, but
If
we
you
are in
see-
blue spawn.
If you see what happened, the goldfish managed to disable the front carronade of the Pyramidion. So
Yeah,
his
yes.
he was unable to pop the goldfish, but then the goldfish turned its light carronade and damaged the Pyramidion's balloon. But they didn't pop the Pyramidion's balloon, which meant the Pyramidion was stuck in the air and unable to drop quickly enough to support his ally.
Mobula
Goldfish
spawn
could
back
go down
in.
and frog spy.
Very
Very
aggressive
close
spawn.
spawn.
I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think so.
No.
Because the Pyramidion is going down to the get mortar if they only use it. And one more armor break is needed to kill that Pyramidion. What do you think? Should the Pyramidion spawn back in here?
No, definitely not. They should respawn on into the west, I think.
I don't think they
Wait
can
for
get a
that
kill
to go.
fast here, I'm not sure.
I think the
Burning down the balloon, not good, not good. But the bottom, I'm losing the balloon as well to the ram.
if Scale tries to survive here, I think it'd be worse for me, better for them to
Pyramidion
just surrender
spawn
the
back
ship.
in.
It did spawn back in.
That's not a good
Ooh,
idea.
yeah, meat
No.
grind. Classic meat grind. It'd be better to let the Scale die and just regroup later further away.
It's not spotted yet though. No one is looking into the spawn.
Oh.
We spotted them. Oh, not yet spotted the Pyramidion.
It doesn't matter, I don't think. He won't be able to do enough quick enough.
The pilots.
He may get a kill, but he's going to be alone again. That's just the Pyramidion left
Here comes the
alone.
ram, here comes the
If
ram
he
on the
rams-
Mobula.
Not enough speed. Not enough speed.
Can they get around?
Ooh,
Nope.
just clipped the edge.
And here comes Hydro safe. Hydro respawn
Battery
from the
ram.
goldfish.
Up there a bit.
Do you think the goldfish should just run?
The goldfish should run, yeah.
They're
I'm
already
just going to
spawning
respawn in about... Yeah, already spawned in just then.
back. Both front guns disabled on the class region case though.
Already the Artemis coming. I think the goldfish may go down here.
Might have enough momentum to fly backwards and the engines are not turned to the enemy.
Mobula and Pyramidion work really well as a pair together. All the forward-facing guns let them chase things down quite easily.
Much as disabled, that's not good for the bottom one.
Now, some people prefer to have a Pyramidion and a Junker. But in my experience, the Junker can't keep up with the Pyramidion when a situation like this happens. But with a Mobula, it's able to also keep chase and keep all guns in arc. Big advantage with this choice of ships.
I think they might be able to. They're not pursuing anymore as fast as they could. The Pyramidion waiting for the Mobula here to come
Exterminus
back.
moving in from the side. Exterminus just...
Now we are moving out of the blue spawn into red spawn. Do you think that's a better position for a red team? Because if they die, they're closer, or do you
Yeah,
think it's a disadvantage?
No, I think it's
Because
advantage.
blue team
I think
can
if you
spawn
look
in.
at the ground as well, there's not very much altitude to play with in this part of the map.
But it
So
might,
it means that
might
if
backfire.
like I was happening now with the Mobula coming in from the side, they can get a lot of damage in very quickly.
Nice disable here on the
If the red
Pyramidion.
team focus fires on the Mobula now, I think they'll be able to take a kill.
Keep disabling the guns of the bottom very well. So nice Artemis sniping on the scale. And the class region.
On the
piece.
down, that's more. And the carried from the glass region. Kiss coming in on the Mobula.
Comes another ram on the Mobula. Not
Just
enough
manages to
momentum.
avoid it. It's hard to see what's going on because the clouds quite trying the Pyramidion now. Pyramidion loses front guns. And still ramming them over, they're very aggressive flying here.
Yeah,
More
this is going to be a
big
kill, I
lead.
guess. If the Mobula needs to go, there we go. Just managed to
just
go
above.
up.
And they need to focus fire now. Need to switch to the blue mobula, I think.
Mobula balloon
Pyridian's
went
gonna-
down. The blue
no,
mobula balloon went down.
Mobula's gonna- Can they get a kill on this blue
The
mobula
fire.
before the Pyridian kills them? Armor down the scale. Oh my gosh, scale goes down.
But the red
Can the
mobula is in
goldfish
a very
disable
bad
the balloon
position.
sometime? I think the Exterminus is gonna go down here.
Yeah, the balloon is down. It's just need to ram kill. There we go. But red team needs
Again,
one
this
more kill.
piloting. Here comes the hydrogen. Kept doing it again.
Finks
But
doesn't
I'm
have
trying
enough
to
balloon.
match it. Can it be enough? I think
Doesn't
Kev's
have
gonna
enough
get away.
balloon.
Turn
I
to
don't
the
think
front.
so. We are in red spawn here. Disables the Havacha though. Havacha is down. And on reload. But the mobula spawns right back into the fight, I guess.
Any second.
There's the spawn.
Mobula's
There's the
there he
spawn,
is.
but very low. Veteran
That's
just
when I'm
trying
using
to
the
stay
slide
alive.
carronade. I think the balloon's down the Glaswegian Kiss. Both ships are falling now.
Mobula going up here. Can they kiss?
Scale moving in as quick as possible. Here come the long range Hades.
No arc on the
Desperately
Gatling.
trying to give support.
No arc on the Gatling on the Exterminators. And the balloon is about to go down on battering ram.
Bastion armor down. Very tense.
There comes the
Gatling
Gatling.
on the Glaswegian Kiss.
No arc on the mortar though.
Very close here, but I think it's gonna be
This is a
going
very...
well. Storm Brothers here.
Oh, battering
Very
ram,
risky
balloon and,
popular ram.
and ammo
Doesn't care
down.
about his own ally at all. Where's the mortar? Here we go.
More mortar.
And
The Pyramidion,
Storm Brothers
the
take-
Pyramidion went down. What a
very
close.
intense game.
A very close finish there. An excellent tanking by the Pyramidion so long for... And almost took down even the goldfish.
Yeah.